Hello everybody, my name is Nerdy Lover and welcome back to another episode of our football betting series here on YouTube, UEFA edition. We've got off to a fairly okay start in the knockout stages of major European football. Starting off on the Wednesday, PSG Bayern Munich under 3.5, that came in, and we managed to pick up £13.60. On the Wednesday, Benfica managed to win 1-0 in order to win our half-stake bet of £9.80. Unfortunately, we couldn't keep that run running with Barcelona, as they did fail to beat Manchester United at the Camp Nou. We took a £20 hit, though. So across our three selections, we managed to make the princely profit of £3.40, which we will use to reinvest into the upcoming midweek fixtures. So without further ado, let's jump into the selections. Quick disclaimer before we get into today's content. The statistics used do not include the upcoming weekend of the 18th and 19th of February, so some streaks or stats may be slightly different depending on what time you watch this video. And also, if you think I'm talking some sense here, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well for more football betting content. We kick things off in the Champions League as Frankfurt host Napoli. And Frankfurt currently sit 6th place in the Bundesliga with an overall record of 10 wins, 5 draws and 5 defeats to their name. The Eagles of Germany have put together a good run of form in recent weeks and were actually unbeaten in their 5 games played since the World Cup break. However, they did falter in their most recent game 3-0 against Cologne. Not the best time to break a streak coming into this particular matchup. Frankfurt managed to finish second in Group D to get to this point in the competition, just a single point behind Spurs with an overall record of 3 wins, 1 draw and 2 defeats to their name. And in the Champions League, Frankfurt are averaging 1.2 goals per game from 1.5 key chances created. Defensively, they do concede 1.3 goals against and 2 clean sheets in their 6 Champions League group stage matches. The away side, Napoli, come into this one top of the tree in Italy with an overall record of 19 wins, 2 draws and just a single defeat for a 59 out of a possible 66 point tally. The Neapolitans managed to avenge their cup defeat against Cremonese in the league, winning their most recent game by 3-0. This continues a run of 4 straight wins in all competitions and 6 straight in Serie A. In the Champions League, however, Napoli tops their group, Group A, with an overall record of 5 wins, 0 draws and 1 defeat, scoring 20 goals over this span. Their only defeat did come against Liverpool, once the side had already qualified on the final day of the group stage. As in Italy, Napoli are also ravenous in the Champions League, scoring an average of 3.3 goals per game, creating 5 key chances per 90. Defence is okay, 1 goal against per 90, and 2 clean sheets in 6 appearances. Some of these numbers are somewhat inflated, obviously, because of the 2 games they played home and away against Rangers, but they still managed to beat Ajax at home and away, as well as defeating Liverpool on one of those occasions. There's no head-to-head record to go off, but I do like Napoli in this particular fixture. I will just temper things by reaffirming that this is a 2-legged affair, so they don't need to win this game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chicken out a little bit. I'm going to lay Frankfurt at home for a full stake. Our second selection in today's episode sees Liverpool host Real Madrid, and Liverpool find themselves down the league in 9th place in the Premiership, a staggering 19 points off the table-topping Manchester City. It has been a rough patch of form for the Reds for sure, as they have only picked up 1 win in their last 4 games. Perhaps fortunately, this win did come in their most recent fixture against Everton by 2-0. Salah and Gakpo netting to secure the win. In the Champions League, however, things have gone better for Liverpool. They have qualified ahead of Ajax and Rangers in Group A to finish second behind Napoli and even delivered a defeat to the Neapolitans on the final day of the group stage. Across the 6 games, Liverpool averaged 2.8 goals per game, despite only creating 2.3 key chances per 90. Defence is looking strong, 1 goal against and 3 clean sheets in 6 matches. The Reds will come against an elite European side and the reigning champions in Real Madrid, who also recently won the Club World Cup, dispatching formidable sides such as Al Ahly and Al Hilal. Okay, so maybe it's not the best quality in the world, but they're still champions of the world. Real Madrid are currently second in La Liga and will hope to be making up ground on Barcelona, as they are now 8 points behind. They have an overall record of 15 wins, 3 draws and 3 defeats. Los Blancos recently beat Elche by 4-0 in the return to domestic football. But in the Champions League, however, Real Madrid finished top of Group F with an overall record of 4 wins, 1 draw and 1 defeat, scoring an average of 2.5 goals per game from 3.5 key chances created. Defence is looking strong, 1 goal against per 90 and 2 clean sheets in their 6 matches. When we look at the head-to-head record, Real Madrid have the edge, unbeaten in each of their last 6 games against Liverpool, and they've scored the opening goal in 5 of these games. Liverpool look way off the pace, and I'm not really confident that a backline combination of an out-of-form Gomez and Matip will be able to stop a high-scoring Los Blancos side. Same rationale as the Frankfurt Napoli game. I do lean towards Real Madrid, but it is a two-legged affair, and they are away from home. Anfield might lift Liverpool to a draw here, but I'm going to be taking Real Madrid on the double chance or laying Liverpool on the exchange in bet 2. Our third and final selection of today's episode sees Red Bull Leipzig host Manchester City. Red Bull Leipzig come into this fixture 5th place in the Bundesliga with an overall record of 10 wins, 6 draws and 4 defeats. Leipzig lost their most recent game 2-1 to Berlin, which was a result that snapped a massive 18-game unbeaten streak for Racing Bull Sport. In the Champions League, however, Red Bull finished second behind Real Madrid in Group F with an overall record of 4 wins, 0 draws and 2 defeats, scoring 2.2 goals per game from 2.7 key chances, defensively conceding 1.5 goals against and managed 2 clean sheets in their 6 matches. The away side Manchester City are going strong and have managed to catch Arsenal in the midweek fixture, beating the Gunners 3-1 at the Emirates to now tie on points and go ahead top of the league on goal difference. And it's not really a surprise to see why, as Manchester City have managed back-to-back 3-1 wins and have had 5 wins in their last 6 games. The Citizens are going just as strong. The Citizens are going just as well in Champions League football. 4 wins, 2 draws and 0 defeats, outscoring opposition by 14 goals to 2. This means on average Manchester City are scoring 2.3 goals per game and creating 3 key chances per 90. Defence is elite, 0.3 goals against, 4 clean sheets in their 6 matches. When we look at the head-to-head records, Manchester City did lose last time against Red Bull Leipzig. However, this was a rotated side, final match of the group stage, so I'm not too sure we can put too much stock into this. Whilst Red Bull are playing fairly well, they're not quite at the standards of Manchester City here. I'm going to be going brave in this one, taking City to win outright away from home for a full stake. So there we have it, 3 selections for you in today's episode, starting off on the Wednesday evening. Frankfurt versus Napoli, we're going to say that the home side will not be able to pick up a win against their Italian visitors. Odds of about 4/10, £20 stake to return £8.40. Happening at the same time will be the Liverpool versus Real Madrid game. We're going to be again saying that the home side will not pick up a win. Odds of about 7/10, £20 stake to return £13.60. And then the one selection on the Wednesday, Red Bull Leipzig versus Manchester City. We're going to be brave in this one. We'll take Manchester City to win as the away side outright. A £20 stake should return £16.60. So across our 3 selections, we're going to be risking £60 to hopefully pick up as much as £38.60. Will we do so? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to tune into the next episode. But if you have made it to this point in the video, please drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel. My name has been Nerdy Lover, and as always, have yourself a lovely day.